Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Pisces. Pisces, I'm going to read your energy on the left, your person's energy on the right, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right in the middle. And if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you are after one, I have those links in the description box down below. Oof, all right, so we've got patience coming through. We also see financial constraints, okay? So oftentimes we underestimate how much finances or stress within finances affect relationships, so that could be what's going on here between you two. And we have the thinking man. Okay, so I do feel like my Pisces, a lot of you, you're maybe re-strategizing your finances, maybe how to make more money, how to maybe save up to either buy a home, a car, maybe just get, I'm hearing repairs. So maybe repairs for a car, maybe going to school. So I see that there's a lot of focused intention here on up-leveling. Now, it certainly could be your person, because I kind of feel like you are in this energy of patience. You're possibly waiting for them to, I don't know if they're like paying off debt, they're finishing up a job contract, or they're very, very focused on their finances right now. But this energy here can also indicate that there's an energy of lack within this connection. So someone is like, feels like they're missing something. And we have Magician in the mirror. So I do feel like there's this beautiful energy of alchemy, transmutation. This is also manifestation. So really bringing this connection together. And I do feel like there's divine timing and there's spiritual guidance here on your side. I do feel my Pisces within this connection, you're probably the much more spiritual one. I do see that because your person might be a little bit of a skeptic is what I'm getting. Okay, so they might not really, be much of a believer or have much, or maybe they just don't have the same spiritual beliefs as you do. Nothing wrong with that. But it does feel like that your person is very, very focused on something else at this moment, at this time. And I do feel that's generating an energy of lack. But I do feel there's some sort of shift here. Okay, that there's a shift within this relationship because I'm seeing you like holding out faith. I'm seeing you, using prayer, using meditation, trying to, I don't know if you're necessarily trying to manifest this person per se, but I feel like your vibration, you're very spiritual, you're in a much higher vibration, it seems, even if you are experiencing some, lack or loss here. All right. So, and I mean, both of you are, but it could be that you two are just missing each other. I am also getting that you might have two different approaches to this relationship. And for some of you, you're at a distance from one another is what I'm getting, but you have different ways of coping with that. All right. So in your energy, we have the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. Okay. In your person's energy, you might have Taurus placements, Pisces, or you just embody that energy. Your person could be a Libra. Okay, yeah. It looks like your person, your person is very, and I don't mean this as any sort of criticism, and I love my Libras out there, but the Justice card, is the only inanimate object in the zodiac, which means it's not a living thing. It's it's a set of scales, right? And so Libra and energy, being represented by air can oftentimes be skeptical. It can also, especially for like a watery sign like Pisces, it can come off as a bit cold sometimes. And again, I'm definitely seeing two people that approach this connection or approach love and relationships very differently. I do feel your person is possibly working overseas, or they're very focused on bringing balance into their life. And it does feel like there's finances at play here for them for sure. Now, the Hierophant energy in reverse indicates, too, that you two could come from very divergent backgrounds, or you have very different love languages. And we have the Knight of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah. I feel like there's a lack of confidence here in how you two are going to bring this connection together. I'm not saying that it's impossible, and especially with this energy of patience, which feels like divine intervention, angelic guidance, support, and also with the Magician in the mirror, it definitely feels like there's possibility to bring this connection together. But I do feel like there's a lack of confidence here, and there's this energy of lack between the two of you. Like, how can we do this? That possibly the obstacles seem insurmountable. Yep, and we have the Fool energy in reverse. And it could be your person is worried about looking foolish. I do feel this person is is very concerned about optics, the way that they appear, the way things appear. I feel this person might be a little bit nitpicky in that regard, not just in their own physical appearance, but the way things look from the outside, I feel is very important. But we do have very strong Venusian energy here with the Hierophant and the Justice card, both Taurus and Libra ruled by Venus. So I do see that there's also romance here, and with romance we also get we can romanticize how this can come together, but there's definitely a lack of confidence for sure with this Knight of Wands in reverse and this financial constraints going on between you. That maybe it's something that's not that's not possible at this time. I'm picking up more on your person's energy. Your person, I feel like your person might be a little bit rigid or very stuck in their ways. And again, Pisces being a more mutable sign, is going to be more go with the flow, if you will. So again, I just see you two. That doesn't mean that those differences make for complete incompatibility or that this can't happen. But with the Hierophant energy in reverse here, I do think some of my Pisces, you do look at this incompatibility between the two of you, or you're very well aware of how you two either have different love languages or how you two show up very differently or approach relationships. Okay, we see the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, interesting. My Pisces, you feel this is a destined connection. And with the Six of Pentacles showing up in reverse, I do feel that, you might be feeling, you might be feeling a little bit breadcrumbed here, or you might feel like you're playing, you took a back seat to whatever this person's goals are. Again, whether it's their finances, whether it's, a job. And again, I feel they're kind of rigid in like how things happen or when things happen. And I feel my Pisces being a little bit like, come on, let's just go with the flow. Like the time is now. And your person is like, no, I've got to do things this way. I've got to do things, the right way, quote unquote. And I feel that does create a bit of conflict here. I do recognize that with the Wheel of Fortune that, you certainly could be this person's karmic lesson. We are all somebody's karmic lesson. But I'm also seeing too that even if you are experiencing disappointment or separation from this person, there's still this energy of pick myself up and try again energy with the Wheel of Fortune. You're still moving forward. A lot of you, you might be experiencing lack in one area of your life, so you might be missing this person, but you're doing quite well with your finances. For others of you, if you have been experiencing difficulties in your finances here, Pisces, I do see a shift for you there, okay? Now, your person is in this energy, their Justice card. I don't think this person's a player. That's not what I'm getting here. I do feel that this person is, I feel they're working long hours. I feel like they're maybe working and studying. They're looking at all the details. They're very, they're very much so in their head. And I think I don't want to say they've taken their heart out of it, but this is somebody who definitely makes head over heart decisions. And we have the Seven of Swords energy in reverse. Yeah. This person is getting clarity. Okay. This whole energy of them being in this thinking man energy, looking at the details. This is what gives them clarity. This is what they are moving on from that though, because I do feel like they will come to their own conclusions very shortly about what to do here. And we see the Ten of Wands in reverse. Some of my Pisces, I know these might not be the messages that you want to hear, but I do feel like your person is seeing that either they don't have time for love and relationships right now, that they don't have enough to give you at this point in time because they're just very focused. I don't know what it is, on work or studies or some sort of personal journey of fulfillment. And I feel like this person didn't want to take a risk or a leap of faith. They weren't ready for it. And with the Knight of Wands energy in reverse, there's definitely a lack of confidence here on both sides. Although I do think my Pisces, you're a bit more optimistic because I do feel like you dare to believe in love and believe in miracles. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, there is love here. And we have the Six of Cups energy in reverse. But, I'm wondering too, I kind of feel like either you come from very divergent backgrounds here, Pisces, or I'm seeing too, it's like the way this person was raised. I don't know if they were raised in a family that wasn't like particularly spiritual or, didn't lend itself to like romanticizing life in general, or like love. And I feel like I've got on my Pisces, in my Pisces energy, you're very sort of diehard romantic here is what I'm getting. Like you believe that things can work even despite their differences. And we see the King of Wands energy in reverse, but I do see this has been quite a triggering situation. I also think a lot of my Pisces too, with this, Knight of Wands and the King of Wands energy in reverse, you're recognizing that this person clearly isn't quite ready to settle down or quite ready to invest in this connection. It's like their mind keeps getting in the way. That's what I'm getting. Their mind keeps getting in the way here. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about this person for my Pisces. Yeah, they're just very, and there's nothing wrong with critical thinking, of course, but it's almost like they don't allow themselves to emotionally invest if everything isn't quite right. Like they're kind of sticklers for logic is what I'm getting, in a way that, that it can be complementary, to the sort of romantic, creative Piscean energy, but it can also create a lack of compatibility for sure. All right, so we have heart with a key. So, okay, so they want, I'm getting like, so we see welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. But what I'm actually seeing here more so is like this person wants everything to be perfect. And, that can be a bit of a trap. I don't want to sit here and, just knock this person and slag them off for their worldview or the way they think about love and relationships. But, sometimes not everything can be perfect. Sometimes we just have to work with what we have, or, I feel like this person, there's something here with the timing, like the timing is off for them. And of course we have to respect that as well. But at the same time, I feel like they want everything to be just perfect, and then they can have this relationship with you, or then they can think about love and relationships. And I feel, again, your approach is very different. All right. So this person is very introspective. Yeah, and again, we get this energy of self-image. Now, I don't think you two mirror each other very much, to be honest, but we do see this self-image. This person is very concerned with their self-image, or with like holding up this like self-image, or what they think is their self-image even. All right, so I do see them being very concerned with like optics and how things look. There may even be a bit of vanity here with this person. All right. And yeah, Pisces, unfortunately, I was picking up on this earlier. This may be a karmic relationship, letting go and loving you. It's like, it's frustrating because I can see here that there is love, and there's a lot of potential here. You two spend a lot of time wondering about each other, but you're both lacking confidence in this relationship for different reasons. And again, it's frustrating because it's like this person does have love for you, but they're also willing to let go of this connection because it doesn't either fit what they had in their head about how and when this would happen, or what it would look like, or, that everything was, just perfect. So for a lot of my Pisces, unfortunately, I'm getting this karmic energy here from this connection. But you deserve happiness, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Some of you may have met briefly, whether it was like on a trip or a vacation. And like I said, my Pisces, you're like, of course we can make this work. I'll do a long distance relationship, or we can, this is an opportunity to travel, explore, meet new people, new things. Sorry, see new things, not meet new people, but you know what I mean? And I feel like this person is like, no, long distance, no, that doesn't work. I'd never do that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like it's like they took the romance out of it is what I'm getting. Again, that may not be for all of you. I also see too, though, that you do have happiness coming in despite the sense of lack or loss that you may have experienced. But I think we'll cover that in another reading, in our new love readings. So let's see what else we need to know. What else is going on between the two of you? So I do think you'll be getting a message from this person. It may not necessarily be what you want to hear. But I do think that you're both interested in talking, or there's a conversation that is going to sort of settle everything for you two. And I do think that you're going to see exactly what the healthy choice is. Unfortunately, Pisces, I feel there's incompatibility here. It may be that there was a lot of potential, there were strong feelings, but I just feel like your person can't like let go and let God, right? They can't let go and just sort of go with the flow here. And I do think that they're coming off a little bit self-centered. in that regard, like they, or it might feel that way. It feels that way to me, that they're just sort of like, nope, this is my plan. I'm not going to let anybody throw me off course, instead of viewing it as, the way a water sign, how we might view it as like, yeah, I've met somebody, maybe not everything's perfect, but of course we can make it work, and they're just like, no, there's one parameter that's off here. And, and you're like, I just feel like you've left I don't think you're laughing at this, but I also think that, at the same time you're seeing that this person's very, very rigid. Okay. What they would like you to know at the ego level: I have troubles with intimacy. Absolutely. For some of you, this person, I know this is a really weird message. It's not going to be for all of you. And by no means is it meant as like, as any sort of, anything bad by any means. But for some of you, this person might be on the spectrum is what I'm hearing. Okay. So they might, I don't know if they know that or if they've disclosed that. But this person definitely has trouble with intimacy. They definitely have trouble with, not that everybody on the spectrum has trouble with intimacy. That's not the connection I'm making. It just was a independent message that came through. But what I'm seeing here is I have trouble with intimacy. I feel this person has a hard time connecting with their emotions. They have a hard time making emotional decisions or bringing their emotions into it, which I do think ultimately, Pisces, will be very hard for you, or would be very hard for you down the line. But you definitely inspire this person, because the way you walk, the way you move, the way you live your life, the way you do things, Pisces, is just so different than they do. And I miss hearing your voice. So I do think there's parts of this connection, parts of you, are not parts, but they do miss you. They do miss you at times. But again, I'm just getting somebody who's like, just absolutely like, they're just so set in their ways. All right. At the soul level, what does their higher self or future self want my Pisces to know? At the soul level, what does their higher self or future self want my Pisces to know? I'm scared you won't accept me now. Okay, so for some of you, they are worried about reaching out and talking to you. You will be talking to this person again, but I do think that they're a little bit worried about your reaction or what it is that they're going to be telling you. And you're always in my dreams, so that you definitely are connected in the dream space. And I'm afraid it's too late to turn around and make it right. Yeah. But I just think this person has a lot of fear-based energy around relationships and around, being thrown off course in general. So very interesting messages here, Pisces. Very interesting person. I kind of feel like there's, my Pisces might see this as, opposites attract type energy. I just feel like it's too much. This person maybe just too rigid is what I'm getting. And I know these aren't necessarily the messages that you want to hear, so I'm sending you love and light, Pisces. But Spirit is showing me here that, one, you've got good things coming to you in your finances, and two, you do have happiness coming to you, right? Remember that we learn our karmic lessons. Don't chase anything that doesn't want to be caught. Don't wait to be picked. We learn our lessons, we move forward, and it looks like you do have something coming towards you. A new soulmate on your path. So better friends than lovers. There it is. I'm not surprised. And potential life partner. Some of you did see this person as a potential life partner here. But I that's not what I'm seeing here. That's not what I'm seeing here. But again, trust your own intuition and, a shared vision for the future. So there might be a lot of things that you saw down the line that you have in common. And it may have been stability. I do think that a lot of my Pisces, you do see stability here with this person, or that they had a lot of stability, or they're working towards their stability, and they could offer that to you. But I think there's something better coming your way, to be honest. I know that's a tough message to hear. And we have acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, there's a reason this connection has fallen apart, Pisces. There's a reason, why you two met each other as well. Like, I can't stress enough, we are all someone's karmic partner. And I feel like you have made such a lasting impression on this person. Because for a lot of you, this isn't anybody you've been in some sort of long-term connection with, maybe for a select few of you, but you have no idea how much impact you have truly, truly made on this person. The way that they think, the way they do things, Yeah, and you can be completely open with this person. What I do feel here, Pisces, very strongly is, again, we see better friends than lovers, and I feel like you'll be able to tell them everything that you feel. And even though I think they're afraid to talk to you, I actually think it's going to be a really good conversation for both of you. And who knows, you may end up being friends here if that's something that you want. But I also feel too that, you know, you can be completely open with this person, and they're not going to judge you. Right? They're not going to judge you. And there's a beauty in this energy. But yeah, I can't move away from the better friends than lovers energy. And I feel this is it's a tough lesson for both of you, but I think it's a very powerful lesson. Okay, a very powerful lesson here. So please let me know how this might resonate with you. I know for me, this was a very different reading than I've done in a really long time. I don't remember the last time I had messages this come through. But I do truly appreciate you, Pisces. So please let me know how this might resonate with you down below in the comments section. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, my dear Pisces. Take care.